Good afternoon, everyone. It's Kate back for part two. Gee, part one was a little nerve-wracking yesterday, making my first ever little video of my work, but thank you to those who watch, and I hope you enjoy part two. So we left yesterday with this little bird, my vellum pocket, with a bit of blue sky behind that can really work so effectively for bringing what you have in the pocket to life. So I'm hoping you enjoyed hearing my process with that one. Working through the rest of the journal, I love using old patterns and crochet work, etc. for my booklets. So here on this page we have a little mini booklet and again some texture to help with the page turn. Following the idea of the bird, here we have an envelope for journaling in with butterflies, and again this idea of stitching and collage with the use of musical manuscript. The next signature is one where I've really enjoyed using Tim Holtz's fabric in many different places, in fact throughout the journal, but the use of a tab, I'm really loving the feel and texture of that. So we start this signature with a mini old book page that happens to have some already drawn lines in for journaling. The next page, I again have used a vellum pocket, a larger one this time, with some dye and paint on that, a journaling card inside, and again a bit of that theme collage work on the bottom. Something that I know many of us enjoy is finding old books and really getting into the colour of the older paper. So here I've found something really interesting from a very, very old book, but it's about handkerchiefs, and when we're thinking about pockets and tucking things in, I thought that was appropriate. On here I've really been exploring lately using gold paint, and this is through a stencil on top of one of my hand-dyed papers. The bird and butterfly theme continues on this page, where we have a beautiful digital, and then over the top one of my eco dyed papers, providing journaling space as we pop that in there. How many of you like adding twine and other fabrics to the top of your tags? Moving on, we have actually in here a side pocket that can have a treasure in, another big card, and this time it flips out as well to reveal more journaling area. Following on the theme of different browns, we talk often about exploring texture. This is an old paper bag, again with a collage and rough stitching over the top, and another piece of art as a journaling card. Similarly here, it's a piece of my favorite French dictionary that is the theme of this page. It's had some coffee dye all over it, but I love the way that these colors come together. Again, a pocket and a little reminder to keep our spirits high whenever. This page has got a crackle on it. Again, I think it's tracing paper actually, and a little tuck here. On this side, we have a flip and a pocket and a journaling card, and again, more of that lovely coloured dictionary paper. This actually can pop off, and again, that idea of surprise with a beautiful Byzantine old book page underneath it. This book actually has become full of old book pages. This one actually was out of a book I found called Princess Mary's Gift Book. I'm not sure which Mary that would be, but it does seem to be beautifully worn and aged. Another paper bag, this time with the pocket at the side with a little journaling card within that, and following and exploring, I suppose, here machine stitching, not just as the binder of one row, but in fact as a feature all the way around this pocket. Continuing the pocket theme, this page again from a very old book. This is the 27th of December 1965. Not sure what that says, but using that to also reveal a tag, and then there's another pocket here. Different pockets on this side. This is, you can take this out and journal here, or move it around wherever you would like in the journal. I often say to people that I love just flipping open one day and thinking, okay, I'll work on this page, and you can move your pocket with you as you go. So that's, I think, it's really the end of that signature. Again, book page, coffee dye, and some hessian this time to just, keep the fingers happy, if you like. Always a surprise. I think, yes, this is the last signature in my Jean Journal 501. J501 is the name of this one. Pockets to begin with, cards, a bit of a tag here, and a little bit of leather thonging, again, for that contrasting colour and just to have something to hang on to. This page, I have what do you call these, belly bands, but sort of, I tend to put them on the side rather than in the center. I'm not sure about you, but that's how it seems to work for me. And I've just added here some of my own tea stain paper to this thick watercolor journaling card, and a little bit of manuscript. Keeping on moving, here's a surprise tag in a vellum bag as well, and probably something more to go on this page. Again, here I've been using my Echo die cards. This was my first attempt, and I have a long way to go, but I do really enjoy looking and seeing many times over the variations of the foliage that comes out that way. Many journalists love stamping, and I have to say this is the thing that I haven't yet got into enough, and so here I felt a little bit bold, but I used Distress ink and a Tim Holtz stamp as my first use of numerals. I really like that, so I'm sure you'll see that more in my work as we go forward. As I shared in my last video, I've only just begun. This is what's coming out after watching so many YouTubes, and I do hope that you find it interesting. This journaling card, my mum she's 92. She's so excited that I've become a journaler that every time I see her, she gives me something. So here's a little bit of lace that I've coffee stained, and it's the feature on this little card. Actually, I might put it up the top there as we tuck in a pocket there. Stories are something I've loved my whole life, and in this one I have one of my childhood books which I really enjoy coming across after, a particular sort of pages into something eclectic like this. So I would say Kate is a total eclectic. I never know what's going to go together, but it's something that I really treasure, feeling the texture of an old book, especially one that was a favourite of mine. On the opposite page here, I've got a pocket and a reminder of place. In Australia here, these are very particular colours and of our beautiful land and water, and again, I like just reminding myself of how grateful I am to live in this country. Here we have some bubbles, I think we call that, can't remember, but again, a different texture. And here I was trying something new. I haven't actually, isn't it interesting, you suddenly remember that I haven't coffee dyed the inside of this yet. A die cut here. It's probably not perfectly right yet, and a little bit more work to be done, but again, a different sort of envelope here. Here's a bit of our Australian colours again with Explore, and I've paired it with this book page, which is beautiful black and white hand drawing. We're nearly at the end, and here is just again a beautiful piece of old book page. I really love finding ones that have handwriting on them. It doesn't matter what they say, but this does say 1914. Could that really be true? So special to tuck that in there and see that as a feature on this page. Here we are, still a work in progress, but again, another example of fabric and eco dyeing. Something I like doing is making envelopes. I haven't got a fancy thing. I've got a bit of a template, but they come out rough and ready. But I do think I love the feel of this, and tucked in here is some old dictionary paper in French. There you go. Nearly here, a similar theme, juxtapositioning my artwork, and on this side, the reminder of both the blue to provide contrast. We open it up, and here another journaling card. The manuscript features again. So right at the end of the book, again, something I really love about Tim Holtz's fabric is that sometimes words just pop out of nowhere. So this one is time, and underneath it here, coincidentally, is curiosity. So I think in a flip, you know, our curiosity is engaged by looking at the time, and I just love how that goes together. Curiosity, a thirst for knowledge and inquiring. So right at the end, a final tuck, a little bit more of this newsprint, a bit of gold to end the story well. I've turned over a bit of this. I wish you could feel it. This is really old jeans with the pockets, so feeling original and comforting. Made a flap of that, and tucked in here for ephemera that will be collected is a little, this is an envelope, a little packet actually. There we are. Pop it out, tuck it in. There's a card already in there. So still more to go, but that is where we are finished at the moment. So back page of this chunky journal. I hope you've enjoyed hearing a little bit about the story of its making. Thanks again. Bye for now.